Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. I will be your host for some interesting action today. Fury versus Mayhem. Mayhem may seem like a new team to you, but do not be fooled. This is Stone Cold Killers rebranded, formerly known as, aka Stone Cold Killers. They're coming in Season 8, known as Mayhem, and their roster has been adjusted a bit. On the active roster today for Mayhem, we have James Bouquet, Potato Bot, Let Wookie Win, Technic, and Defilade SS. So you will see some familiar names there, but also some new ones. And over on Fury, we have Snakebite, and after my new knowledge of how to say names, Get You to View, Crimson Catalyst, Lionheart VR, and we're still waiting on the 5th for Fury. But they also have Bald-Headed, Crazy Mike, Mobstar, and War Within to pull from. So any one of those 3 players could be joining that 5-man roster today. But it is Fury vs. Mayhem. Fury, a gold tier team, Mayhem silver. Both squads looking to get a nice win under their belt to kick off Season 8. It is week 1, and they have both not played a game yet, so this is their first game of the season. Always an important one to, these first 2 weeks, really, going to determine how easy a time you're going to have climbing the ladder of the Master League. It is a lengthy one. There are a lot of teams in the league now, and it's great. There's tons of levels of competition. I'm curious to see what level of competition we see today with Fury versus Mayhem. We're waiting for that 5th member of Fury to join in, and then we should be getting underway. But we do have some time to go into pick bands. Coming from Mayhem, we have a Suburbia band. And coming from, And coming from Fury, we have a Tanker band. Looks like my band notifications are not working. There we go. So we have close quarters maps off the table. Still Cargo, Bazaar, and Subway available. Quarantine and Downfall obviously your longer range maps. And for map number 1, we are going to be going into Downfall. Curious to see how Fury, starting on Marsoc, will approach pretty seasoned defense. Both these teams do have a history playing each other all the way back to Season 6, where they first faced off, and the times they have squared away, it's been pretty close matches, so curious to see what exactly the rebranded Stone Cold Killers are bringing to the table as Mayhem today, and also want to see how Fury does going up against a lower tier team. I don't know what to expect today. It could be a pretty exciting match. Good back and forth is what I'm actually anticipating. That is what I'm expecting. Maybe I do know what to expect. Do you know what to expect? Anyways, we're just waiting for Fury to get that 5th. And I do have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of time. We can hang out here as we wait for both squads to get in. Crazy Mike is going to be the 5th player for Fury today. Snakebite, the only one donning the Fury logo for his squad in front of his name. I'm not going to have to wait any longer for the gameplay. Both teams readied up. We're diving in. Round number 1, map 1. Fury on the offense. Lionheart, Crimson, get you to view Snakebite and Crazy Mike. And I think one telltale sign of a experienced team and prepared team is that they're not discussing too heavily their strategy before the start of the round. And there they weren't really. I think they have a nice plan in action. They know where they want to go. Crazy Mike using these palm fronds to have that LOS, and he's pushed up to the APC really fast. Defilade with that long-range SKS catches out Lionheart. Tucked himself back behind these sandbags real early. I'm surprised they let him get there. I guess they didn't have the angle on it, but it's going to be incredibly hard to spot him here amidst the barbed wire and these sandbags. No res option available, so one pick there for Mayhem early. They're now into a 5v4. I think this is the first... No, it isn't. Second downfall of the season that I've cast. But the new trees definitely adding a few more line of sight issues, I suppose, for that center building. Not really too crazy. Mike could definitely get picked here if he decides to peek around the edge of this APC, but... Come back to them in a sec as we watch Get You to View and Snakebite here, trying to deal with this long-range SKS, this sniper positioning himself here on the north side of the map. Ooh, coming out, getting exposed real risky as he approaches up and... Oh, we can't get past the shots from Defilade.
Westward truck down. Or one behind, I got one.
I was waiting to see. I was thinking maybe he was just line of sight. He didn't have the FOV. He didn't see him out of the corner of his eye rotating there, but does spot him out, does land the shots, does stand up a bit, exposing himself for the finish off. Nobody here to answer back on him getting up to finish off that kill. Maybe Crimson Catalyst could find an angle. But Crimson's more worried about that far back. He thinks he's in that two-story back there. Not behind the wall. And Crimson just able to dodge shots. We're in a bit of an odd situation here, as there is one Volk. Somehow has managed to position himself between two Fury. Snakebite just missing his shots as well, and this is going to be risky coming out of this doorway. Does get out, though. Potato Bot not going to spot him. Snakebite there. Technic radioing into his team, and Crimson checks the radio, hears the footsteps, comes up, and Tech does get the kill. Crimson going down on the rooftop, and now Snakebite has to be worried about his flank as well, since he's lost that rooftop position. Will Technic spot him? No, he doesn't. And Snakebite catches out Potato Bot. Technic's going to rotate around and try and check the angle here. Does spot him. Snakebite does get around in time, though. And we are underway here. Action-packed Mayhem. 4 left alive. No rotations coming in onto Snakebite, who's moved up here. Technic really the only one that's concerned about it. Snakebite with another kill. Oh, he's not going to see Defilade. And Defilade, the sniper, the silenced assassin back here in the corner, gets his 3rd kill of the day and is really doing a great job holding on the objective for his squad. It all comes down to Crazy Mike. Got his eye trained over where Defilade is. Objective is on the corner, but he's going to have to take out James Bauk if he wants to have a chance at capping. But if he does get James, he's in a really good spot. Oh, but he doesn't check the window. James just getting a little extra angle there. Spots the rotation from Mike, and Mayhem take their defensive round and take the lead 1-0. I think this is going to be a pretty slow burn of a series. Starting it off on downfall and having it be that close. I think we're going to be running the clock pretty consistently for these rounds, and I'd be surprised if either one of the teams pushed very heavily before 2 or 3 minutes. And I think we're probably going to go quarantine for the second map, and we'll have a similar situation there. But I'm basing this all off that first round, so we'll see how Mayhem attacks, since they did a nice job holding on to the objective. We get into round number 2, map 1. Early pushing here from Fury, playing nicely off that spawn. These rotations will definitely work, and I like this spot from Crimson, trying to use this bush as a new spot to shoot from. I wonder if the clipping will cause any shooting issues. Probably not, though. I don't believe plants prevent gunfire, or block it for that matter, so he is exposed if anybody decides to pre-fire that. Just like you would pre-fire a wall, a wooden wall, for example, and I don't know, that spot may become quite a precarious one as 3 from Mayhem are rotating around to the north. I wonder if Defilade will spot the bush camper with that sniper, and I don't think he will. He doesn't have an angle. Crimson's spot is actually pretty good over there by the tree, and I think it's definitely going to catch someone out at least once in a series. I think to get more than that is asking quite a lot, but this will definitely get 1 or 2 kills.
I'm in here. Be advised.
Two staying back, and James Bauk on the opposite side, so he wouldn't even have an opportunity to spot Crimson, or for Crimson to shoot him, unless James rotates and tries to come up these stairs. Or Potato tries to come up the stairs. Maybe a little bit of false confidence with their current positioning. Crimson is absolutely sitting here waiting for this to happen. Actually, he's not watching these stairs, and I don't think he has sight through the bush here. Oh, yes, he does. He is trained right on the stairs, and he does catch Crimson.
Red truck.
A nice shot. He's got to confirm that quickly, or he's going to get fragged here real fast because he's camping in that bush, and I'm sure Potato has spotted him while he's down. I wonder if Potato even saw where that happened, because you really can't see Crimson.
Lie down, Potato. Lie down.
Yep. I'm laying down. Thank you.
I'll show you where
Oh, and yeah. I don't think Potato knew at all where he was, and I still don't think they know where he is in this bush. Defilade doesn't spy him. Finally, James Bauk puts some shots into the bush and takes him down. Now Mayhem are into a 4v4, and that spot was good for at least one kill. Take a look over at the rest of Mayhem. They've made their way over into the south buildings. They're going to try and make their approach up from this south street. It's very risky, especially since the coverage here does seem to be pretty solid. They have that east lane totally covered. Lionheart goes down. Crazy Mike taking out Wookiee as he tries to cross out. And they had no idea that Crazy Mike had pushed up here into this position. Crazy Mike decides to peek out that doorway. He may find himself with another kill on his hands, but I don't think James wants that to happen, and he's getting suppressed pretty hard here as he tries to smoke and get the utility off of his buddy's corpse. Defilade with that sniper gets another shot. Wow. He has really been on point with this long-range sniper. And he's running a silence, so nobody knows where these sniper shots are coming from. It's a real dangerous threat. And he's really working it nicely so far in the series. We'll see if he can catch any more kills here. Does he see the head in the window? He does. Can he land the shot here? Lionheart catching out James, trying to push in. Defilade is here. Pad out. He's going to try to go for objective. I don't think he sees get you to view, and he's on the corner. Lionheart hears the footsteps. He crashes outside. He's going to charge around the corner. Can Defilade punch it in time? He does. Mayhem. I stand corrected on the back and forth. We are up 3-0, and Mayhem did push it down to 24 seconds left, but did manage to get the cap, the rotation from Defilade, the silent sniper shots. They never saw him coming from that side. And it was only until he heard the footsteps right on top of objective that they tried to rotate. Somehow got past get you to view. Wow. Nice job from Defilade. He is doing fantastic so far on this map. 4-1 with the sniper. I'm not filling time because this is my fifth cast of the week, and it's solo, so Apologies for the brief pauses when these teams are trying to hash out their strategy, but it is a good time for me to finally get a little break in the action, so I'm just going to take it, drink my delicious lemonade. Man, I wish we had a drink sponsor. Could you imagine? Clothes sponsor. We're getting there. One day we'll be the pinnacle of VR esports, but right now, I don't know, we still are pretty much the pinnacle of VR esports. Mayhem and Fury battling it out. In map number 1, round number 3. You might be thinking, Knight, you can't do math, but you are wrong. There has been a cap. It just happened. You missed it. And I don't know if you heard there, but they did immediately identify the spawn. They saw that rotation from Fury, and they're going to know that they're coming from this angle. Crazy Mike is pushed up pretty hard. Snakebite catches out definitely. That's a huge pick for them, taking down the long-range sniper. That Overwatch player is going to open up the map for Fury quite a bit. And Crazy Mike may have an opportunity here to just sort of crash up the middle of the map undetected. Crazy Mike and Snakebite working together to just make sure that they have Defilade down. Not sure what Mike was shooting at there, but he's just pre-firing a window or two. I think that's what he's doing here as well. Rest of his team, Fury, is making their way up, so that explains the shots. He wanted to make sure that his squad had a nice, easy route up here. And the defense of Mayhem definitely tight on the objective. It's going to force Fury to cross here. They're going to wait for Fury to cross over here and start to make their way towards objective before Wookiee or James will even spot them. So definitely an interesting defensive setup considering their 3-0 lead, not playing it too aggressive, instead of playing it real tight, and they're forcing Fury to come in, play their best game. We'll see how this works out as Snakebite is up here pretty far, and James should be potentially click radioing this location in. Somehow Wookiee not spotting Snakebite there. Take a look at the rest of the map. You have one on the south, and the rest of Fury sort of just lingering. There hasn't been really any shots from the defense. Mayhem haven't lost one yet until Snakebite gets a little over-aggressive on the corner. Finds Technic and James Bauk with an assist. He goes down and unresable. So now Fury have lost one. Crimson Catalyst worried about their flank. Crazy Mike approaching up through the center, and Lionheart holding down the north side. And just not pinching fast enough. 2:40 left on the clock, and I guess they have plenty of time. They're just slow playing it. Slow playing it and pre-firing quite a bit. Lionheart just sort of pumping rounds into the two-story. Nobody's been up there this round yet. So they're just playing it. It's a sign that they're playing it cautious. Shooting rounds into windows just to be sure. Same thing here. Almost some team fire here from Crazy Mike, and it's a team kill on to get you to view.
Fuck! I think I team killed. God damn it! God damn it! Y'all need to get bad.
You can hear the disappointment. Definitely upsetting to lose that south push, too, because it could have distracted Technic while they make their charge in through this side. James Bauk may have been alone. Potato Bot tries to take some shots, and they have Hotel. A team kill from Technic. On to Technic, excuse me. Let Wookie on the backside behind. After Potato Bot called in, they were there. Goes down crazy. Mike finds a kill. James Bauk, the hero, able to defend objective. The only one really there. And Lionheart may be going into James Bauk's line of fire as well if he makes this approach from this direction. But Fury are into a 2v2. They have an opportunity to get real right up on objective. Honestly, the prone approach from center building would work. James Bauk, here's Lionheart. Thought he was just around the corner, but Lionheart actually decided to tuck in. Avoided that nade. I think knows where James is now. 45 seconds on the clock. Fury running out of time. Here comes the push. James Bauk distracted by Lionheart now. Trained in. James with the double. Grabs both, and Mayhem with a cap and 2 Volk defensive holds take map 1 on downfall 4-0. Oof. Wookie. Heck of a way to start the season, you know? Gotta add insult to injury there, of course. But his team did win the map, so not really the worst of results in the end. Rounds did come down to the wire quite a bit there, so I'm not sure what to anticipate. Well, okay, we are going into quarantine for map number 2, so I think my predictions are still going to be pretty spot on in terms of pace. Probably see a pretty slow and methodical approach to objectives here. I would be surprised if we saw any hard pushes before the 2.5 minute mark. Let's see. Tech issues here. But I'm pretty sure it is quarantine for a second map. Go. Apologies. Thank you for dealing with or hanging out on the day. Apologies for the tech difficulties. If you are new here, make sure you hit the follow button over here on Onward Master League 2. Sort of like the auxiliary Master League channel where we'll have new host games here as well as just host games when we have multiple games going on like we do right now. I think there's still a game on Master League 1 going on. A challenge, I believe. Danglers and SMC? I can't remember actually who it is. Hopefully I can join the lobby now. Does seem like quarantine is a map choice. Oh. I'm still having tech difficulties. Let me try and figure this out, folks. I will be with you shortly. Onward 2 minutes to load. Time it crashes. Let me join the lobby game. Nope. Apologies. You might be missing rounds right now, too. Not what you want to see. Don't want to have to verify integrity of files right now either, because that'll take a little bit of time. These teams are so eager to play, I doubt they even noticed that I wasn't in the lobby once the round ended. Yeah, they did start. Maybe that's why we can't join. Well, apologies for missing rounds, folks. Teams are really excited to play. Let's see if we can sort this out, people. Can't seem to reach the players since they're playing. And I can't get into the lobby right now since I'm in the round. Trying to verify my... 1 second. Shoot, people. Again, apologies for the delays. I'm really not sure what's happening. For some reason, I'm crashing trying to load in their lobby, and they did start the round without me. So they've at least played 1 or 2 rounds by the time we'll get in here. Game does not want me to get into this lobby. Apologies, people. I'm unsure how to solve the problem right now. I might have a solution. They're still playing. We're gonna have to wait until the round is not in progress. Try and join the comms channel and see if they have their comms on, and see if we can communicate with them and try and get a rehost. Otherwise, we are waiting. I'm unable to join the lobby. I'm not sure if it's a lobby bug or what. I've never had it happen to me before. players are just ramboing through the rounds, so want to wait until they're done with the round. I don't want to interrupt them mid-round. So we'll just be patiently waiting. If you are just tuning in, we're having tech difficulties. The lobby has crashed, and they have started the... well, I can't join the lobby. And they are playing their rounds. Because they're not paying attention. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if we can figure this out. I know. Welcome in. You're just joining. We're having tech difficulties, and the teams just started rounds without me. Yeah, it's tied 1-1. Okay, see if a remake will help. Apologies, folks. See if we can get it sorted. See if we can join now. Hopefully we can spectate the remainder of this series. Otherwise I'm going to have to try and verify my files, and we may just have to put a delay on the cast, unfortunately. Definitely a game issue. Might be a game issue. Yep. Don't know why, but my game is consistently crashing trying to join quarantine. Okay, let's try to verify the integrity of the files. It also just broke Discord for me, which makes no sense. I don't know how long this will take. Let me see if we can figure this out. I'm pretty stuck here, chat. I can't verify the integrity of my files because it sits at 0%. And... oh! I have an idea. Alright, chat, one more try here. New tech difficulties are fun, man. Okay. Validating my files, so see if this helps. Throw a delay on these guys like this. But at least they played 2 rounds while I was trying to figure it out. Could be worse. See if this fixes it. I think for some reason it's completely disconnecting me from the internet when I try and join the lobby. Because my Discord crashes and my internet stops. So maybe it's a anti-cheat thing that's broken. Because it's like not just the game trying to connect to it's like when I try to connect to quarantine, it literally, I don't know. At least the stream's still up. I verified the integrity of the files. They are pretty great files. They have great integrity. They will not lie to you. These files are honest as heck, dude. Fingers crossed, everyone. Shoot. I really don't know what to do. I think I might just have to cut the stream or wait until they go to their third map. We're gonna try something. One last final attempt. I cannot cast pub lobbies because pub lobbies do not have the spectate option. You have to make it a private lobby. Spectate it. Again, I do apologize for these tech difficulties. If they continue, I do think I'm just gonna have to let them play on. I've never had this issue before, though. I really don't know what to do. It's literally cutting my whole internet out. I don't know, man. This is a weird game bug, that's for sure. Let me try it without... I'm gonna try doing it without Discord up. Maybe for some reason the anti-cheat is not happy with Discord being launched. I don't know. I'm gonna try this, then I'm gonna join Discord and tell them. Oh, I can do that here actually. I can't get into the lobby, people. I'm gonna try a full PC restart. They are going to play out their quarantine map, and hopefully I can spectate the third map, so we'll just kind of linger here for a little longer. I really apologize. I can update the scores at the very least. I do know that it's 1-1 on quarantine right now, but this is a very new bug for me, so we're gonna see if we can fix it. I forgot. On me with the mic after I fixed it. Now we are fully operational. Everything is good, no worries. I do apologize for the tech difficulties. Thank you guys for hanging out and bearing with us. The score I have on the scoreboard is correct. 2-1. We've missed 3 rounds. But we're in it now, and we're on quarantine. And so we'll see just how Fury attacks as they go on the offensive in a 2-1 deficit here for round number 4, map number 2.
With it in your hand. I'll help you.
Definitely, where are you going?
Do not throw it early.
Throw yours in the street. Okay, alright. Okay.
I will use mine. I'll hold mine.
Looks like they're going to try and get Deflate across the street up into that. Oh, he's not going to go 3-story. They're going to send him way far back here. I expect him maybe to go prone as he tries to make the cross, but they are going to send the smokes out. And Wookiee does get over with pretty okay cover. I mean, the smokes were where they needed to be. Wookiee's going to come over here, and he'll be running into some Fury offensive attackers pretty soon here.
There's one around the corner.
Wanted to advance up, toss that C4. Will he drop back in time? Yes, not too aggressive there from Get You to View. I was thinking that he may crash that corner, but doesn't find the back of the defender there, and instead will charge over towards that C4 that's now placed up on the wall.
He's like going around the southeast apartments.
That Wookiee does radio it in, and I'm surprised that Crimson Catalyst was able to get over here. Proned does manage to get on the other side of the hill, and now he's going to be a serious threat to Mayhem. Because if you get someone back here shooting down on towards objective, they just have great angles onto the OBJ. And Deflate might have to deal with them. Deflate's position is so far away. If he's the last one defending, I don't know. I guess this spot has a great angle onto the objective. But if it's smoked out or if they make a nice push onto it, it's going to be a hard one for Deflate to react to and defend from. Shots coming in from the 2-story out of James Bauk. James Bauk finds the kill on the Lionheart over the wall. Looking for a second. Ooh. Man, he's seeing all kinds of Fury attack here. Snakebite trades with Wookiee. And that is a 1-for-1 straight up. No res available. And James here feeling real nervous. Still taking shots out from it, even with Crimson in this position. Defilade peeks up over his little ledge there and catches Crimson out with a silent sniper shot. They're going to have no idea where that came from. And now Get You to View. Maybe feeling a little bit nervous making his approach here. Tossing some smokes out, and that is not the smoke where he wanted it. He wanted it on that street. Wow. Just like that, James Bauk finds that last kill. And Mayhem with quite a few left alive, defend the objective and put their lead up 3-1. Unavoidable that 1 out of 4 casts in the week doesn't have some sort of tech hiccup. We had three casts this week. That went way too smoothly. They went way too smooth. So not surprised that we finally did run into one. I had even a cast for Final Assault that went well. So tech difficulties bound to happen, especially in an online situation, so glad we could sort them and hopefully catch a bit more back and forth on this quarantine map. VRML going to be going on the defensive with a center burning building objective. Kick off round number 5 of map 2. VRML at this point got to be real nervous of Defilade's long shot. He has done serious damage on Downfall, and he's found some great spots here on Quarantine to make use of that silent sniper. And I wonder if they saw this VRML advance up the center. Interesting move. A super aggressive rotation from Snakebite and Crimson as they get the side of one. James Bauk immediately finding him in this new dune does almost save Crimson, but he gets picked off by Defilade with that silent sniper, and they almost had a huge flank here, but just couldn't land the shots they needed before they themselves got killed. A little bit of planning here from Mayhem. A botched nade. Was that a frag? It was. That's not the nade you want to botch at all. Potato goes down from being overexposed. Get you to view. Charging in here onto the corner of James Bauk. He finds him, and Bald-Headed able to take out Technic on the backside. VRML only have 2 left alive, 1 on objective, and he's getting pushed right now. James Bauk actually has Pat out. Mayhem are going to be 5-1 here on Quarantine. Lionheart doesn't see him. And that's map number 2 going to Mayhem in dominating fashion with another cap. The rebranded SCK is looking fantastic today. Joining our 3rd and final map. It isn't a series decider. That was decided on Quarantine when Mayhem went 5-1. But it still does matter. We always play the 3rd map out just to see how that MMR swing is going to go. And I think at this rate, Mayhem have an opportunity to really roll over VRML and take this 3rd map. They have the momentum. They're starting off on Volk. Although this is VRML's map pick, I just wonder if it's the right one to go with. I guess they went long range last 2 maps against Mayhem and had no success, so now they're trying to tighten it up, and I guess that's a good way of trying to shut down Deathblade and that sniper he's been so effective with. Without further ado, we are underway. The final map, Fury v Mayhem on Cargo. And some free fire through the smoke. Lionheart answering back, and Snakebite gets through. Deathblade pushing in hard. Says, I don't need the sniper to be a threat, and is a danger at close range, too, as he hits one early. Taking stock of these forward attackers here. Crimson Catalyst. Maybe getting up into that base of Deathblade. Doesn't. Instead charges into this building. Super aggressive play to be coming into that room so fast and so heavily. Fortunate enough, nobody holding any angles. And he's actually going to rotate around to the back of Deathblade. Now he's worried. Deathblade peeks out and catches Crimson. Crimson goes down. Lionheart maybe looking for the refrag, and if Deathblade tries to rotate back to that position, he's not going to have much success. I think he's aware of that. Oh, apologies on the audio. See if we can solve that. I thought it was coming in. I think it is. Just pretty quiet. It's that quiet as Technic goes down. Snakebite and Lionheart duo managed to work him down. Baldheaded getting fragged by Wookie. Wookie's going to come up here for the confirm. Catches one. Baldheaded goes down. Snakebite manages to tuck into the cargo crate, and Wookie can't find that third kill. Will Snakebite be able to answer back? Wookie's going to free fire around the corner. Snakebite with a kill, and that's, I think, 2 for him here in a 1v2 now. Goes to pick up some resources and gets punished as James finds the 5th, and Mayhem continue their lead and go up 1-0. I think audio's working. Definitely, I think, MVP of the series today. Fantastic job on Downfall to find those long-range snipes, and again on Quarantine. And then to come in here and find the first blood on Cargo. Really on one today. Playing quite well. end of the countdown timer.
Here. You need this? Anyone?
Trading of resources. Mayhem feeling good. Trying to put the pressure on. From the frag, the long one back there doesn't quite land. Ooh, and James deciding to peek onto Crimson Catalyst does win that trade handily. Does get that full kill and is rezzed, and now a Technic able to make his way out of the tunnel as get you to view trades with Wookiee and finds a kill, so 2 for him. A Molotov on the top of Defilade, maybe denying him entry into that doorway. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Molotov used in League play, but he's safe and sound even in the middle of it, so proving its ineffectiveness to some extent as a trade here on the corner. Out the tunnel, Snakebite wins.
Another one down.
Fury 3-2 right now with a nice advantage. But the MVP, so to speak, Defilade and Potato Bot still left alive.
Well, they know I'm over here. There's one center 3.
Really good communication from Mayhem. They have the certain different buildings memorized. They have names for them. Center 3, left 2. Makes it a lot easier to know, wow, what you're talking about. And what a great nade if there was anybody on the other side here. Bot trying to spot anything out, but the majority of Fury is bald-headed and Snakebite up here in a pretty forward position is Snakebite. Quick peeks the corner, and Lionheart catches Potato Bot rotating casually, and that's a tie map. I think for the second time in the series. Did happen once on Downfall as Fury managed to get around. Now 1-1. Thank you guys for hanging out through the tech difficulties of today. Really do appreciate it. I know you guys love watching good quality Onward matches, and I think Mayhem are just showing some serious dominance. Just an interesting thing to note. This is exactly how Mayhem want to be kicking off this season with their rebrand out of Stone Cold Killers, starting off as a silver team, winning against a Fury team, winning against gold. Wow, winning against a gold team like Fury is definitely a great way to start the season. Should be a nice little chunk of MMR for them, and it'll put them into some pretty competitive series early on. And so they got to be ready for next week and who they're going to be paired with. Because I imagine it won't be a very easy matchup for them. Smokes not quite landing where they want to. Technic advancing quickly into that, what you would call that, but that building there on the defensive side. Bald-headed, careful about the center, and Fury, I think for the first time.
I'm coming behind you. Whoever's in the center.
Oh no, Fury has been playing, so I was thinking of Mayhem. Mayhem have been playing their offensive rounds relatively well-paced. Fury definitely playing things a bit slower, a bit more reminiscent of an EU style. Deflate up in the corner, looking for an angle. Does get Lionheart trying to come out. That's an insta-kill too, as he confirms it. Bald-headed, nicely charging in, gets one Deflate, catching out another, and on the backside is Bald-headed as he gets James Bauken is downed himself. Trades abound here as there's only 2 left on Mayhem with plenty of revive opportunities. Now I'll make that 3. Ooh, the frag almost catching that rotation. Team kills are in a trade here between Crimson and Deflate. Get you to view, tries to get up onto objective, but it will not happen as Mayhem, with let Wookie win as the last one alive, take the round. Wanted to make sure we weren't doing a lobby reset, and I am still here. I've just been a bit quiet. I can feel the voice going a bit after a long week. A good week. Week 1 of Onward. Let's see if Mayhem can get themselves another cap. They managed to get one on each map today so far against Fury. This objective is not exactly the easiest one to snag a cap on. The right misdirection, though, it is possible. PotatoBot trying to deny entry into that dark room for out of Crimson Catalyst, and Crimson getting completely caught out in the open does go down. Ooh, that's a good toss. Potato not able to tuck back around the corner in time, but he is resable. There's a laser drawn right there. Baldhead is pushing up, getting aggressive, looking for the kill. Catches one. James finds Baldhead, and there's still one with an angle there in the back corner. A lot of commotion, and another Molotov coming in. Wookie backs off. And the nade actually catches Technic, but also gets Get You to View. And leaves it all up to Lionheart. Decent nade toss. He's going to be trying to defend against 3, working their way over here. Charges in, gets 2! Lionheart with a fantastic double as he charges the corner. Now he's going to feel safe with that nice double kill and make sure the objective is not getting capped on behind his back. Mayhem maybe looking at another failed attempt at pushing the objective. If just pull this off. .350 on the clock too, so Lionheart, with all the panic movement, has a lot of time doing this. Oh. Good eye out of Lionheart, managing to spot that attacker in the dark room, but gets a little overzealous as he tries to push forward on it, and Technic catches him out. Mayhem go up 3-1. But wow, I mean, what a unexpected series. I wasn't anticipating Mayhem coming in here and putting up such a dominating scoreline against VRML, especially considering they're silver, but also considering in the past Season 6 and Season 7, they've had pretty close battles. This is a real disparity here, and I wonder if it's just Stone Cold Killer's rebranding, maybe picking up a few new players has really worked for them. And as Mayhem, they're looking a lot cleaner because they are definitely looking good. Deathblade with some huge shots, but overall, the communication is there, coordination is there, and they're really making it hard for VRML to get any rounds. See if this is all she wrote for map number 3. If Mayhem can hold on and take their defensive round, we will see.
I don't have smoke. Just grenade power.
Catch that cross. Let's get that cross. You shoot him, Potato. That cross.
Wow. All 4 getting across. Potato Bot catching out 1, getting Crimson Analyst, and now Snakebite with a nice pick on a Defilade. That'll be huge for them if they want to keep this push alive. Get you to view, tossing out some nades. The smokes are in, and they're pretty well placed. Snakebite could be pushing up here. Does have to be careful about Wookiee, but Wookiee doesn't have an angle onto this middle area.
Just pre-fire in case they're trying to cap from close.
That smoke is such a good smoke, and it's just going to waste. A nice nade! Tossed a bit too far. Doesn't get the bounce off the crate that it wanted. Classic. Bait here, trying to go through. Lionheart with a pistol kill. No silencer, no night vision, no laser. But still using that shield and pistol, and more shots coming in close to objective. James Bauk trying to hold on as they make their approach. Lionheart catches 1, and VRML may be able... Oh, they were looking like they might have had the opportunity to take the round as now Potato Bot tries to come in and get aggressive. He gets killed by Snakebite. And this isn't looking good for Mayhem.
Rotate up and cover the north of the objective if you can.
Oh, man. VRML looking good. Get you to view. Peeks the corner and wins the trade against James. And Mayhem not able to take the third map just yet. VRML holding on as we go 2-3. Another cap opportunity for Mayhem. They've done it, like I said, on all the other maps against Fury. We'll see if they go 5-2 here. They won that last map 5-1. And I think this could be a pretty quick push out of the Mayhem crew. They have put those smokes there to allow them to get up fast, but it also does enable Fury to get into some interesting positions. Does catch one out. Let Wookie win, catching Crimson. Bald-headed getting Potato, and meanwhile, Defilade in the backside of the defense almost passes Snakebite through the smokes. We'll see if James Bauk catch Snakebite and even things back up 3-3. Bald-headed is really doing work here, and Fury finding the kills they need. If only they had looked like this the entire series, Mayhem might have had a tougher time. I think they're going to tie this third map up 3-3. James is feeling a lot of pressure right now, and as he stays tucked in, Bald-headed on the back end rotation ends up getting Fury the final kill, and with 5 left alive, they tie it up 3-3. Oh, sorry, the final map. I didn't ever fill that in as markup. Using that full timer, things are tied up. Mayhem want to take the series in dominating fashion, start their season off strong. We'll see how this final round, the map decider, takes out. I think it's going to be pretty bloody. Early smokes here. Lionheart and Snakebite advance pretty far. James Bauk also up pretty far. And now they're starting to make their way out. Snakebite goes down. Crimson tries to find one trades with Defilade. James Bauk still here in the corner. Finally get you to view. Takes him down. And Technic tucked in and alive. Maybe able to find some kills if he's patient. Get you to view, tries to get the pad. He gets taken down by Technic. Lionheart peeks the corner, takes down Technic, and Fury on kills alone take the map number 3. They do not get clean swept, instead making it 2-1 overall. And that's a great way for Fury to sort of wrap up what was a pretty harsh loss in those first 2 maps, 4-0 and 5-1 on Quarantine. Definitely not how they were hoping to start the season off against a lower-ranked team, but do manage to show off that they are worthy of their current MMR and managed to get at least 1 map from Mayhem, turning it 4-3 finally. The overall scoreline, 5-12. Mayhem the victors. And with that, I will be signing off. If you're in, thank you. Shout out to our sponsors, VR Cover and ProTube VR. Thank you for sponsoring the league. And if you're interested in joining the league, head on over to vrmasterleague.com/onward. You'll find your Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and all appropriate links. Facebook also. For all the Onward action you can desire, follow both channels, Onward Master League and Master League 2. Also Master League 3. And don't miss out on any of the action. There's going to be a lot of it this season. I think we had 8 or 9 matches cast this week 1. Hoping to keep that pace up. If not, have it a little bit better in the future weeks coming. So, a lot of Onward. Make sure to follow, make sure to sub. We'll see you next week with week 2 of the VRML. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. We will see you later.